Good morning, my beautiful friends, and welcome. So good to see you guys today, and thank you for joining me. We're going to be talking about laughter and how humor and laughter are the best medicine, as it's been said over the years. I say you're my beautiful friends because I know for myself I can look when I'm in trouble and I'm feeling a little off and maybe depressed or anxious. I can look deeply into your lovely eyes and I can ask you about your life and get advice, and you can share things about yourself and advice about how I can help myself and maybe recover and feel better about myself. And it's so amazingly helpful, my friends and family are to me, because I figure if those losers can live through life and have a good time, certainly I can. I'm totally kidding, and I hope that was funny to you, because it's important in life to be able to laugh at yourselves and to be able to laugh at others and to be able to laugh at even really important subjects. I even remember at the funeral or the homegoing of whatever of my oldest brother, which was a very sad thing and still sad in some ways, missing him here. But my brother and I were able to remember some very funny things about him that made us laugh and enjoy the day. There were memories that are still with us to this day, which are good. He still lives in my heart and mind in those positive areas, and I can laugh about it. And I actually use those at times to get relief when I need it, right? An important note to make about laughter, it does heal the soul, it does relieve tension, you know that, right? People go and watch people do stand-up comedy so they can get relief from anxiety and pressure in the world. It distracts us from that, and the same would be true of a good movie. Some of the longest running series of TVs was NCIS, the original one, and I cannot remember his name, but the main actor, Lee Drethler Gibbs, whatever it is, and he was also later the director of it. And he said one of the reasons in an interview that it lasted so long was that he inserted humor. Even though it was pretty dark, a lot of the episodes were very dark, but they made sure there was enough humor where people could get worked up and then humor and relax again, right? And in that situation, you know, it shows the value of humor, right? If there are things in your life that make you angry, frustrate you, but there's no circumstance in which you could laugh at that, laugh at yourself. I mean, I've watched some stand-up comedians that talk about some pretty political and controversial stuff, and even with the people that the controversy is about, they're able to get them to laugh and release a little bit of this tension. If you are unable to laugh about things, that means that one of many things, but the two biggest ones I want to point out now is it's either that it is a moral imperative to you, which you need to know that, and you need to examine those things to find out why they are so important to you and if they really deserve that much importance. And if they are that important, what are you doing about it in a constructive, peaceful way? What are you doing? If you can't laugh about it, but you know other people that can laugh about it, then you need to start thinking, well, why am I this way? Why do I have such strong emotions and feelings attached to this? And should I be this way? So when you realize that, find somebody that has a different opinion that you love and trust, and actually search them out. Don't give your opinion, search them out, find out why they disagree with you on that subject, and see if you can be closer together with all these awesome human beings that we're on this earth with, that we can bring greater love and peace to society. I've told this story to my kids many times, trying to make fun of one of my biggest foibles. I picture myself being somewhat of a superhero, and ever since I was a little kid, I've talked about this in other videos, but I love the idea of superheroes and be able to change the world for good. And, you know, of course, I'm sure it's the accolades that it brings to myself and my pride. But needless to say, I have a superhero moniker, right? And it's exposed many times when things happen. Like the other day, I was standing in line, and you know, at a grocery store, I can't remember what it was, but I was there for a long time in line, and then someone came up and buttoned in line in front of me. And that's when I had to and it wasn't just me, it was people behind me, people in front of me, and that's when I had to jump into action. So I grabbed the breast of my shirt and I ripped open my shirt, exposing my moniker, and it's "Incredulous to the rescue." So I am easily get incredulous. Like, that person should do this, that person shouldn't do that, why are they doing this? And the implication is I'm so much better. But really, it's just relief for me, and it is annoying to some people around me when I do too much. Considering what it is about yourself that makes you laugh, I can take that superhero moniker and it deflates my frustration, my judgment of others even, because I believe strongly that we all judge. We're tribal creatures. Our tribes are always changing, especially in America, but we're always judging, but not to condemn. And even when I realized how judgmental I could be at times, like then realizing that I get incredulous easy and how silly it is, it deflates that and it makes me go, that's ridiculous, right? There are those signs all over the place. What if your children drive like your children live here? That doesn't work for most people. They ignore the sign, or they may pay attention to it once and then never see it again, even though it's been there for 10 years. And the reason for it is we just get acclimated to it and we go back to our default settings. But if we can remind ourselves often of things that, when things bother us, to look at it, see if we can make fun out of it, watch somebody with an opposing view. Comedians are really good at pointing out hypocrisy in our lives, so I recommend watching some comedians and see what you can find out about yourself. Again, to reiterate, if you can't laugh at something and it's that important to you that that's not funny, and F you, F them, F that, or, you know, judgment, you know, if it's that strong to you, you need to, and there are a lot of people that disagree with you, then you need to look at that and say, why am I so angry? What is it? What is the core belief that I have that makes me angry? There are a few things that make me very angry, and people that know me know what they are. They are moral issues that I think are beyond the pale. But that's not what this is about. This is about being able to have humor in daily life, especially about politics. We're constantly being pitted against each other, and I enjoy politics, always have. Well, I enjoy political thinking. I don't enjoy politics at all, so that's not accurate. But I like to think. I'm a thinker. I like to think. I think for fun. But I'm able to laugh at myself. I'm able to laugh at people that I've voted for when they screw up. I understand they're human, and I can laugh at them. I've laughed at opposition people that I did not vote for. I don't wish them ill and, you know, harm in their lives, and I think sometimes they do funny things, sometimes they do good things. It's not all cut and dry. This is a little off the humor thing, but just keep an open mind if you can. Realize that life experiences change how we view certain things. Everyone has them. If you were attacked by a pack of wolves as a child and got torn up and you barely survived because somebody saved you, you would have a very different opinion of wolves and dogs than somebody that grew up with nice animals around them all the time. You would have a different visceral response to that. But when you see a puppy, I mean, not very many people can appreciate the cuteness and the adorability of a puppy, right? So it has to do with our experiences in life, experiences with religion, good and bad, experience with education, good and bad, parenting, good and bad, friends, good and bad, genetics, good and bad, and misinformation, here I go using that word, not full or not circumspect information on these subjects can keep us from being together and finding a better way. And as we all progress through life, nobody can say that they hadn't changed something over time. So let's keep it lighthearted. Let's laugh. Let's enjoy ourselves. I hope you found some of this funny in here. And as always, all the love, all the power. I hope this Sunday morning little thing here encourages you to go out and have some fun today. All right? God bless. Bye-bye.